Welcome into another edition of BamaCentral 3 and Out with Tony Sukalis and Joey Blackwell. I'm Katie Wyndham, and we're coming off Alabama softball's first series weekend sweep of the season with the weekend sweep over the South Carolina Gamecocks in Columbia this weekend. Montana Fouts, as usual, got the Friday and Sunday start, and even though Alabama won both games, it could not have been really more different starts for Montana.
Yeah, Katie, it was a kind of a crazy start to the weekend for Alabama as, Montana Fouts gave up, 5 earned runs, and I think it was 8 hits over the first 3 and a 2/3 innings. It looked like it was going to be a bad start to the weekend, and she rebounded. Obviously, Alabama had that big comeback on Friday night, and then Sunday was a totally different story as Montana Fouts struck out. She matched her career high with 16 strikeouts. She was virtually untouchable. She had a little bit of a tough inning where she walked in a run, but other than that, South Carolina's bats just couldn't hit her. And it certainly seems like the Montana Fouts that was kind of struggling for the last, maybe a little bit against Kentucky and then maybe a little bit against LSU and early against South Carolina. I think, we saw the Montana Fouts that we're, expecting on Sunday, and then actually the last part of Friday as well. And over her last 11 and a third innings, she struck out 24 batters and only allowed 3 hits and 1 earned run. So I think we are getting the Montana Fouts that we, have grown to expect.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't know it's being thrown to me, but Fouts has, obviously had a kind of a bipolar weekend of sorts. Both, of course, were victories, but at the same time, she did strike out 27 of her batters, and then that second game, 16 of her 26 batters faced. So, she it's kind of been a season of ups and downs for Montana. Overall, she's performed well, but at the same time, there have been some spots in the season where, things have come up where she hasn't been as effective, but really got back on track this weekend. She still had she only walked 2 batters, which is obviously an improvement. She only gave up 2 hits. Just kind of recapping what Tony said, 2 hits over 7 innings pitched. So just really a great weekend for her, getting her back on track, and hopefully a brief glimpse of what's to come for Alabama softball as they kind of go through the second half of the regular season.
Yeah, Montana Fouts, look, she's had a lot thrown on her over this last year. She's kind of the face of college softball. And it would be an exaggeration to say that this team goes how she goes, because they do have, other pitching options. They do have a lot of talent at the plate and in the field. But this team is probably going to go as far as she can carry them. And she had the ERA below 1 for a lot of the early part of the season. And that's just not sustainable. We've seen her take her lumps some, like you said, against LSU and Kentucky in the first game. But I think, the team rallying around her in that first game really helped give her confidence and the whole team confidence. They went on to sweep over the weekend, and it'll be important for this team to see how she could carry that through the rest of the season. And they'll have a midweek game against Alabama State this week before hosting Georgia, I believe, this weekend, which is always a big rivalry series for Alabama softball. This has been another edition of BamaCentral 3 and Out. Thanks for watching.